You're so money and you don't even know it.
That's what I keep trying to tell you. So
Could you not mess with me right now?
Hey everyone, I'm Brad Halsten, owner and chef at the Burger Dive here in Billings, Montana. And you're watching Burger Dive After Hours. As you can kind of see from the stools that are up, we've just finished our service. We just closed for the day. I'm still here hanging out. Thought I'd do a little more cooking and show you guys. Today what I think I'm going to do is our California barbecue burger. And one of the things I realized when I first started doing barbecue specials here at the Burger Dive was the best way to get people to enjoy them was to do something a little bit different, and that's stick it on top of a burger. I love tri-tip, California barbecue staple. Grew up in the Napa Valley, so I love wine. And what I'm going to do today is going to incorporate both of those things into a great barbecue burger. Why don't you come on back with me and I'll show you what we've got. Alright, so today we're going to be doing one of my favorite specials here at the Burger Dive, the California barbecue burger. This burger is going to be topped with grilled tri-tip. That's not for a whole restaurant, that's for me. To get this whole thing started, we're going to go ahead and start on our Napa barbecue sauce. I've got about one full sliced yellow onion. I'm going to put that on my food processor. I've got 6 cloves of peeled garlic. I've got 1 whole Chipotle pepper. These come canned. Probably 1 to 2 teaspoons of olive oil. I don't measure very much, but that's what I think it is. Okay, now we've got all the ingredients in the processor. We're going to go ahead, process that up. I like to get it nice and pureed and fine. My reasoning there is in my barbecue sauces, I don't want big chunks of onions, garlic, those kind of things. I like it to all get incorporated in. Okay, so we've got all these vegetables pureed now. I'm going to hit my pot with another probably 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Also, I like those small chunks. I'm going to simmer them real slowly in my olive oil, and that's going to really flavor that oil up and help to get that onion and garlic flavor and chipotle flavor throughout my sauce. Okay, I've got my pureed veggies. This was the garlic, the onion, and the chipotle. This is going to go into the pot now. You can season this like everything with some kosher salt, about a pinch, and some fresh cracked pepper. All right, well let's